Nano Banana 2 was released a couple of weeks ago by Google, and it is said to combine their pro capabilities with their speed of the Flash generation. In this video, I'm going to take a moment to update the Claude Code plugins repo that I've shared in previous videos. We'll update the Nano Banana Pro skill to allow for using Nano Banana 2. Then I'll go ahead and try out some of the Nano Banana 2 specific features. So let's go ahead and get started. So here I am on the Nano Banana docs. What I'll do is just go ahead and copy this entire docs page so I can have some really rich context to work with in Claude Code. As you can see, it includes all of the examples. I'm going to paste this in and I'm going to go ahead and just explain what I want to do. We need to update this plugin repo. The current Nano Banana Pro plugin needs to be expanded to support Nano Banana 2. And at the same time, I also want to rename the plugin to just Nano Banana because the Nano Banana Pro and the Nano Banana 2 image models will live here. What you'll need to do is read the docs that I've included here. This plugin uses a Python script to generate images using Nano Banana. Go ahead and update that script to allow for using the Nano Banana 2 model identifier. Also, make sure to include all of the aspect ratios that are available for Nano Banana 2. All right, so there's the prompt. So we'll go ahead and enter that and we'll see Claude Code is going to explore the Nano Banana plugin. All right, so it's got a clear picture. Here's what I need to do. Rename the plugin directory from Nano Banana Pro to Nano Banana. Add the Nano Banana 2 model, which is Gemini 3.1 Flash image preview to image.py with all of the aspect ratios and resolutions. Update the documentation, update marketplace. All right, let me start with the directory rename. All right, so there we go. It's updating the script. It's added that model ID for Nano Banana 2. It's updating some aspect ratios, all aspect ratios for Nano Banana 2, and then it's giving it some descriptions of each aspect ratio, and it's updating the description, updating the help text of the script, and adding the resolution choices. Nano Banana 2 supports 512, so you can actually generate really quickly if you're just testing concepts and things like that. Okay, now it's going to update the skill.md, ClaudeMD, and marketplace. And then it went ahead and bumped the marketplace version. So we've got the Nano Banana, renamed the plugin, added Nano Banana 2, added the aspect ratios, added 512, added per model aspect ratio validation. Great. So there's the summary of the changes. Awesome. Okay, that all looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do is just have Claude Code execute the script locally and just give it some instructions on how to test it. Go ahead and use UV to call that image script yourself before we push this to the marketplace. So let's test some of Nano Banana 2 capabilities. Go ahead and test the 512 size and test at least 6 different aspect ratios. Just give it a prompt that we can see it working. Also test some of its text translation features. So I have already set a Gemini API key so it knows that it can use that. So it's running a bunch of tests in the background. So there's 7 tests running. Here's what it's testing. We'll let it finish up and then we'll take a look at those. So it just tested all of those aspect ratios and now it's going to look at the visual quality. So it looks like it went with a space theme on all of these. The last signal looks like a bookmark. Read more books. A build at scale banner, pretty nice. And then a Japanese translation, kind of like a greeting card, maybe a Spanish life cycle of water here. And then we've got daily specials menu. So this is the square ratio. So I'm pretty confident that this will work when I push this to the marketplace. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to use my build at scale PR command, which is also part of this marketplace. And it'll go ahead and make a PR for it. There we go. We tested all of those. And we'll merge it. Okay, so there's that update. So I'll test this out. And I'll install Nano Banana image generation plugin is installed. Restart Claude, and then I'll type Nano. And there we go. New plugin is installed. So to make sure that I didn't break a previously shared workflow for generating landing pages with Nano Banana, I'm going to try out the prompt that I used in a previous video. And I'm expecting it to use the front-end design skill, which it just loaded. What I also want to see is that it uses the new Nano Banana 2 model by default. So if all of that works, then we'll have successfully updated the plugin. There we go. It's got some variety here now in the gallery. Just to test that real world aspect of the image generation, I want to try to give it a new location, and we'll see if we can actually tell if the images reflect what we've asked for. Nano Banana 2 supports real world information in its model, which means we should be able to generate images that match a specific location. So update the website and the images to reflect a skydiving company based in Honolulu, Hawaii. Let's see what this comes up with. All the content is updated, all 7 images regenerated. Okay, let's take a look. Boom, there we go. That definitely looks like an island. Looks like more like Hawaii for sure. Very nice. Yeah, overall, Nano Banana 2 looks pretty great. Let me know what you think. If you'd like to see more, I'm really just scratching the surface here. Anyway, that's it for now. Like the video if you found it useful and subscribe for more in the future.